Hello friends and fellow gamers, MKxJUMP here, and this week we have Imp's Adventure plus campaign loot drop, but with some extra steps and a little tiny exploit which I'm going to tell you how to take advantage of to potentially give yourself incredible value on your Idle Heroes account. I kid you not, this is potentially pretty darn silly, and it's actually a genius move from DH Games, because it might even be an intentional exploit so that everyone spends more money. Smart one, DH Games. Anyway, let's go break down this event, see what we've got in store for us, and even take a look at next week's event as well, because that looks pretty good too. Let's go. So, first things first, campaign loot drop and Imp's Adventure are now a combined event, so of course we're going to be getting 100 lucky coins and dice. These lucky coins are the campaign loot drop currency, and as well we get the 4 dice every day to help us with Imp's Adventure. Make sure you log in, those dice are crucial to your success, and it seems that when I suggested maybe if we were lucky we were going to get gems every single day for logging in from now on, no. It just seems that last week they replaced the gems that we lost in Imp's Adventure by putting it in with heroic summons. It's a shame because it would have been really cool to get more gems every single week, but sadly that's not the case. Anyway, let's go take a look at what we have for this week. Before we get too carried away, let me just stress to you guys to go and press get and loot to claim the lucky coins from campaign, because that's the way you get them, so make sure you're doing that. The Idle Master will make that happen automatically for you, so if you aren't already, you can of course use this to perform all your tasks and get all that stuff done. And there you go, ta-da, I've just done exactly that. Anyway, let's go take a look at what we have. So there's a few things to look at. The order is a bit weird, so I'm going to start with just the value packages. Basically, you can spend your Starry Gems or your contract Starry Gems to go and buy the usual Imp's Adventure packages, and of course you can use cash as well. Has that gone down? I might be wrong. Let me know in the comment section down below. It feels like the dice value has changed, or maybe it hasn't changed at all, and I'm just going crazy. No, it has changed. Yo, that is sneaky. It was 70. Okay, look. The $10 package, way better value. So the $10 package gives 7, whereas the $30 package gives 20. So it's worse value. And that used to give 35. What a freaking change. Why would they do that? Watch out for the shadow nerf, guys. That is sneaky. DH Games. I know people instant buy this a lot, the top package, but that's just rude. Why would you do that? Yeah, they've just ruined the packages. They've just made them worse value. Not a fan of that at all. In fact, this one here, the worst value, because doubles 32 is actually, look at that, it's 64. So they've wrecked this package. That's just stupid. I'm genuinely mad about that. There's no other word. I am just cross. So the bottom package is the better value one. That is stupid. Right, let's go take a look at Flora's Picnic. Basically, you can get yourself Starry Gems of an equivalent value, so that's going to be 50 bucks pretty much. Same, 2,500 VIP XP, but the big thing about this is it allows you to go ahead and get double rewards from Imp's Adventure. So if you go into Imp's Adventure, you're getting your usual stuff. So we have scrolls, we have elite hero shards and skins and 6-star chests and 5-star chests and all that lovely stuff, material chests, light and darks, and 9 stars. And this will get doubled for you if you buy that Flora package. In addition, it will double the lucky coins you get as well. So rather than giving you 50 at each tier, it's giving you 100. Now, free-to-play players should expect to get around 200, so that'll be 250 extra lucky coins. It's going to get you around 2,600, 2,700, maybe 2,800 of these lucky coins in total, and you can cash them in the Good Fortune hut to get yourself some rewards. So the key rewards that you can pick up is a Mysterious Artifact Selection chest. I would recommend this, pretty much. If you've got Universal Crystals, cash them in, grab the chest. If you don't want Mysterious Artifacts, you can, of course, get a Glorious Flag, and there are also Star Spawn cores here as well for free-to-play players that normally can't access those things. In addition, there's a Glory Epic Hero Selection chest. If you wanted to go ahead and just not spend any money and grab this, it's pretty cool. It contains every single hero in the game. Unfortunately, it doesn't include Freya though, so not quite every single hero, but most of the relevant ones. There's also a skin shards pack there and some other stuff, so you might want to grab this if you're after legendary skins for Celestial Island boosts. And of course, there's scrolls, profit orbs, and other things as well you can pick up with residual gems. So, not too shabby at all. I would say that actually, on a whole thing, this is actually pretty good. Another thing you want to bear in mind, this Flora's package, you can use the Starry Gems to go ahead and buy a package itself from the Starry Gem package. So a lot of people are complaining now that these double Imp's Adventure rewards don't actually give you dice. to help you in Imps Adventure. But actually, it does if you go ahead and just use those Starry Gems to buy this package. Now, unfortunately, this package is the worst value package there, so I would recommend, if you can, actually splitting across this one at the bottom here, grabbing 2 of those for 500 and then 1 of these for 750. That's probably the best way of splitting it up, because if you do the maths, that's 7 plus 7 plus 20, which is 34, which is just better than 32 dice. So if you're going to do that, don't instantly buy the 1250 package, actually buy these bottom 2 and be smart. In addition, available to buy is this thing called the Awakening Booster card, which is going to give you contract Starry Gems. Note that these can't be given to other players. However, they are pretty solid. Contract Starry Gems are able to be used to buy things, so that's still pretty good. And it actually costs you less than the contract Starry Gems normally would pick you stuff up, because it's getting you this 3 days in a row. So you're getting 600 contract Starry Gems and 3 Transcendence copy chests. And 600 Starry Gems is roughly equivalent to about 30 bucks, and it's costing you 15 bucks. That's pretty damn good value. I like this a lot. Good job, DH Games. In addition, we have Shelter Mission. This is pretty much crucial for you guys to complete because it's going to give you dice, and that's going to help you in Imps Adventure to move around the board. And a big thing about Imps Adventure is the more dice you have, the easier it is to move around the board and collect the stars, which of course will get you progress, which then means you can cash more stuff in the campaign loot drop. I really like how they've combined these 2 events. Either way, Shelter Mission is giving some really cool heroes. We get Fiona again. She's a fantastic tenant for Sword Flash. We have Ithaca, brilliant early hero and fantastic damage dealer in Broken Spaces. We have Rogan, the best forest hero in the game and one of the best support heroes in the game, easy S tier hero. And we have Waldeck, another fantastic support hero who is really useful in Abyss. So yeah, really good for Abyss Sealand, solid Abyss hero, really nice final passive. Excellent heroes here for us to grab. Get them all, they're really cool. And as well, Aspen's here, which is cool for Dark, because he is a Transcendence hero, and Tara, no need to grab. It's 2,000 gems, what a waste. 2 light heroes, what a waste. Not worth it, Tara sucks. Moving on, we have the Soul Awakening Gala. This is going to reward you for doing Soul Awakens. Depending on the Awakening tier you get, you'll get different amounts of points, and these points will accumulate to get you rewards. 20 points is going to get you a Transcendence Copy Chest 2, and actually all rewards are going to get you a Transcendence Copy Chest 2. This includes Freya, Holmesyoung, and Eos, which is pretty neat. These are new heroes, hard to pick up, so that's very cool. It's also going to get you Contract Starry Gems. So yeah, 20 gets you 100, 50 gets you 100, 100 gets you 150, 150 gets you 150 again, and then if you get to 200, you'll get 200 Contract Starry Gems. So the more Awakens you do, the more Contract Starry Gems you get. It is kind of diminishing returns, I would say. You're not actually getting value. Like, you are getting some back, which helps, but you have to do a lot of Awakens to push this forwards. Like, look, even getting an SS tier hero is only getting you 20 points. That's enough to move you up 1 rung. So you are getting a little bit kicked back to you, but obviously you have to consume Starry Gems or free Awakens if you have them to go ahead and do this. So it's worth it if you wanted to go ahead and spend and get some stuff, but just be mindful you don't have to go ahead and spend and do tons of Awakenings. DH Games are really pushing Awakenings at the moment because they've realized a lot of people have figured out that the best value for most people is to just buy stuff from the auction house. But obviously, if people aren't Awakening heroes, the auction house dries up. And what the frick is this? A C tier faceless? Why would you do that? God damn it. Anyway, apologies about the faceless tangent. What I was trying to say was that DH Games are trying to top up the auction house so that there's more good heroes in there by encouraging us to go ahead and do our Awakens, because the more good heroes are in there, the more whales are going to be buying those good heroes, and it just results in this never-ending cycle of money in, money in, money in, which makes DH Games more money, and you can tell that they like this, that actually it's obviously working, so they're trying to encourage this kind of behavior, so good for DH Games, I guess. And there's also the Soul Contract. Now, this is incredible. And this is the thing I was talking about at the beginning of the video when I said there's an exploit for everybody, whether you're free to play or not. Basically, the way this works is you're able to exchange 6-star heroes of specific factions, not including puppets, for Contract Starry Gems. Now, emphasis, not including puppets. Now, this can be done on any account. You will then get Contract Starry Gems, which can be used for Awakens. You can then sell those heroes you awaken in the auction house for actual Starry Gems. And then, if you obviously pull a good hero and make a load of Starry Gems, you can get a monthly card, which is only going to cost you 750 VIP XP. If you're free to play, this is half price the first time you buy it. And then, of course, because you'll have all these Starry Gems, you can then gift them to your main account and get a ton of value. You will get more Starry Gems than the monthly card would have cost. If you high roll, good for you. And you are going to need multiple accounts to do this, but you may inevitably get like a B tier hero on one of your accounts if this is possible. Obviously, you're only getting 4 Awakens, so the odds are pretty slim, but allow me to show you how to do this on one of my side accounts. So the first thing you need to do is go onto your servers, find a side account, and it needs to be an account that's hopefully unlocked the auction house or can unlock the auction house. So I'm going to go with server 1, funnily enough, which is one of the oldest accounts I have, because I used to use it, well, I've used it for the last 4 years to go and take a look at the events when they go live. So we should have some good stuff on here that we can do. Now, I have a few heroes that I don't mind awakening either. So let's go ahead and just pull out some heroes. I'm mindful of bag space, but first things first, we're going to need to make our 6 stars. So I need a 6 star in every single faction. So let's go to the creation circle. Let's start 6 star Walter. Grab him. We're going to put Walter in, and then Walter, and then 4 more heroes. We go, yeah, just throw these guys down. There you go. Okay. That is going to be a 6 star Walter. For the Fortress faction, we want to use Mirage, so we're going to go with 2 copies of Mirage there, and then Almost Honor Guard and Bleaker, and another copy of Mirage. Abyss is going to be Fat Moo, so we're going to put these guys in, and then 4 more heroes, which will just be Berear, Fat Moo, Dantalion, and Scary, so upgrade those. And finally, for the Forest faction, I think we said Faceless. Yes. So Faceless returns once again for this video for some reason. We get Rosa, Dragon Slayer, and Entelder, upgrade, and there you go. There's our 6 stars. So what you have to go to do now is go into here and then put your 6 stars in so I can exchange a Walter for 100 contract Starry Gems. The Walter disappears. I do not get him back. He is gone, removed from the account. So bear that in mind. You are wasting 6 heroes, which are 5-star heroes, to get this. Now, it is better value than if you were getting rid of E- or E's from the Soul Temple in this exchange, but you kind of know that that's going to be a thing when you get there. So it is worth bearing in mind that on accounts that are new, especially, using 5 stars and just getting rid of them like this is probably not the smartest value in the world. So I just want to stress that to a lot of you guys, that if you're on a new account, I do not recommend doing this. Unless, of course, it's like an alt account, which is just not important, and you can then feed in potentially any profit to your main. Now, let's go to the Soul Temple. Let's see if we can awaken anybody and get lucky. That's the main thing we want to do here. So I've got my 400 contract Starry Gems. They cost me no money at all, and it's 4 free awakens. So I've got some Vessas here. I have an Aspen, heroes that are transcendent that could sell for a good price if I high roll. So let's start off with a Vessa. Let's go ahead and awaken and see what we end up with. First things first, coming in. Load of rubbish. Look. Oh, wow. Never mind. C- is on the side. That's really funny. I've never seen that before. Having an E+ in attack, but C- on the other 2. That's a really, really weird Vessa. Either way, let's go ahead and open a different Vessa. Maybe this one can get a bit more lucky. Let's find out. And we should get something good. No, we just got blues across the board. There you go. Now, let's try with the Aspen this time. See what we can get from this. Awaken. Maybe we can high roll. Nope. There you go. We just got E's. And you will probably just end up getting E's, let's be real. But if you do high roll, that is freaking amazing. And the final one we're going to do, let's go with a hero that could sell for good value. I think Jara, actually. A lot of people are chasing this on value. Or maybe, do I have a better hero to go with here? I wonder. I mean, what do we choose? Because I have a Seer. But I don't think Seer's going to sell for much. Because I think a lot of people are going to be awakening Seers. Is there anyone that's potentially better value? You know what? Screw it. If it's a Seer and it's amazing, it's a Seer and it's amazing. Let's find out what we get. Nope. That is a D. Either way, that's pretty much how you're going to do this. And if you are lucky enough to get a B tier hero that you can then sell in the auction house, good for you. Because by selling that hero, obviously, you are going to get yourself a really good sale. Just find a decent price for it, see what someone's willing to pay for it, and then you will get Starry Gems in return. And then let's say you have more Starry Gems than you would get for buying a monthly card, so it's 750. So how much is that in Starry Gems value? I mean, if you go and take a look at Starry Gem purchase, I mean, right there, it's only like 240, 300. So if you have that much, you can just go and gift them to your main account. Do bear in mind, some get skimmed off the top, but it is an interesting thing. If you do high roll a hero and it sells for a fair amount, you can then go and put those into your main account if you wanted to. And you can do this with as many accounts as you like, by the way, because as long as you have an account with 6 stars to exchange and heroes to awaken, you can do this. Genuinely, like to soul contract. I just don't recommend that new players do this because, of course, it's getting you 100 contract Starry Gems, which will probably get you nothing for 6 stars in return. One tiny little detail, though, that I do want to stress is that you are buying 400 contract Starry Gems, which you can actually use to buy things. So you could maybe push a little bit of extra progress in Imp's Adventure if you wanted by buying these packages. Just a little something worth bearing in mind that contract story gems don't have to be used for awakens. They could be used for purchases as well. I just recommend using them for awakens on alt accounts because it could potentially result in value for main accounts if you're smart or, well, lucky. Either way, that's it for this week's event. It's a pretty interesting awakening event combined with the normal shelter mission, campaign loot drop, and imp stuff that we saw last month that seems to be now just the trend. Expect always imp's adventure and campaign loot drop to be combined. I really like the addition of the two together. I think it's very, very neat. I love this package, getting 600 contract story gems for a reasonable discount along with the Transcendence hero copies is pretty helpful, and the Flores Picnic to double your value is pretty darn good. And don't forget, you can actually just use these story gems to buy more dice if you wanted to, but of course you can use them for awakens as well, and maybe if you're lucky could push some progress in the Soul Awakening Gala. Either way, next week let's take a look at what we've got. Fantasy Factory returns, so it's this annoying Tetris style event which we'll take a look at next week. Private Summons is incredible. Sia and Holmes Young are being given away as the reward, so that's good. This is the Holmes Young one, and Freya will be put in the next Prophet Orbs event in a month's time. In addition, we have Heroic Miracle, which is fantastic. We're getting Eos. I love how DH Games are willing to put Transcendence heroes in here now, and someone like Eos is a fantastic hero to have. And in addition, we're getting the Dragon Boat Festival, which is bonus rewards for us that's going to be tacked along the side. It may involve spending, it may not. Probably going to be some really cool rewards we can get here, so make sure you tune in next week to see what the event is like by hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. Either way, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Hopefully you enjoy this event. Hopefully you can take advantage of the exploit on some side accounts you've got, and maybe someone will just get lucky and get an A-tier hero on a side account, sell it, and then grab a monthly card and make a ton of profit. So if that's something you manage to do, I would love to hear about that. If you manage to high roll an A-tier hero on a side account and then flip it and make a ton of Starry Gems in value, that's epic, right? Good for you. So yeah, let me know if that actually happens in the comment section. That's kind of cool. Anyway, folks, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course, happy idling.